What's up YouTube, this is Ray. So today's video will be on the NFL. These are my playoff seeding predictions for the AFC for the upcoming season. Here are my top 6 seeds. And number 1 is the Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell. Bell will miss the first 4 games of the season due to suspension for missed drug tests, but D'Angelo Williams should fill in nicely for him until he returns, just as he did last year. But Martavis Bryant, the young promising wide receiver, will miss the entire year due to multiple failed drug tests. The biggest concern I see for the Steelers, if they don't make a Super Bowl run, is their health. Big Ben was in and out of the lineup last year. Marquise Pouncey missed all of last year. They just need them to be healthy. They're key guys. I just think they're extremely talented on offense, and if their defense can at least play average, I can see the Steelers making it all the way to the Super Bowl. And my number 2 seed is the New England Patriots. It's Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. What else is new? Tom Brady will miss the first 4 games of the season due to Deflategate. He will not appeal this time. So in comes backup quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm sure Bill Belichick will plan according to what he's capable of doing. He'll still have elite talent around him with Gronk, Edelman. You also have Amendola and new tight end Martellus Bennett. I think the only thing that's going to stop the Patriots from making a deep run into the Super Bowl is their offensive line play. They struggled. They showed last year. And if they don't improve off that, I can see the Patriots not making a Super Bowl for the 2nd straight year. And my number 3 seed is the Oakland Raiders. This team really didn't have any high expectations from last year, but Derek Carr had one of the better seasons at quarterback, and Amari Cooper had one of the better rookie wide receiver seasons last year. Also, Michael Crabtree had a little resurgent season last year too, after leaving San Francisco 2 years ago. They had some nice free agency signings in Kelechi Assembly. He's one of the better run blocking guards to help Latavius Murray's run game. Sean Smith, cornerback, and Bruce Irvin, former Seattle Seahawk, were signed to help the defense. So watch out for the Raiders. And number 4, I have the Houston Texans. This team was extremely active in free agency. They signed Brock Osweiler, Lamar Miller. They drafted guys on the offensive side, like offensive linemen and a bunch of wide receivers to help DeAndre Hopkins. The only concern is J.J. Watt. He has a back injury that may miss extensive time. So keep an eye on that. But I still see the Texans being good enough to win their division. And my number 5 seed is the Cincinnati Bengals. This team, even though they always lose in the first round, they're consistent at making the playoffs. Andy Dalton, AJ Green, Tyler Eifert, those guys are going to be relied more heavily now that Marvin Jones and Mohamed Sanu are gone via free agency. They're still stout defensively. They still got the same group of guys, and I just think the guys that are still there, they're going to be more relied heavily. You still got the two-headed running backs and Jeremy Hill and Gio Bernard. I still think the Bengals are good enough to make the playoffs. And my number 6 seed is the Denver Broncos, the Super Bowl champions. Obviously, they lost Peyton Manning to retirement, and they lost key guards in Evan Mathis and Luis Vasquez. They also lost 2 key guys on defense, Danny Trevathan and Malik Jackson left via free agency. So Von Miller was signed long term, so he should help sustain that defense. I just think they're good enough. Their defense is good enough to carry them again like they did last year. If Mark Sanchez could be at least mediocre, they should be fine and be a wild card team at least. That's my thoughts on my playoff seeding predictions for the AFC. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Who I should have left out from this group and who I should have included. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you who's watching. Don't forget to hit that like or subscribe. I will update you on the NFC at a future video. Ray out.